Hi and welcome to the 5th series of Just the Job, the place to be to find out about a huge range of exciting career opportunities. Now, it is great to be here again, and we're kicking off Series 5 with a special program showing you two completely different careers within the Royal New Zealand Air Force. In today's Air Force special, we're sending 16-year-old Peter Clark from Onehunga High School off on an experience of a lifetime aboard the high-tech Orion P3, where he discovers the career as an air warfare specialist. And in the second part of the program, we keep our feet firmly on the ground as we look at the important role of air security, and 17-year-old Ashley Toariki finds out how to keep our Air Force safe and secure.
Forward, hold.
So chocks away as we kick off this week's program with a specially extended first story as Peter checks out a career as an air warfare specialist.
Hi, my name's Peter Clark. I go to Onehunga High. When I leave school, I want to be a pilot, but today I'm here to check out being an air warfare specialist.
As an air warfare specialist, you'll be mission crew on the P3K2 Orion, learning to use highly advanced sensor systems.
Oh, g'day Peter, how's it going?
Yeah, I'm good.
Ah, cool.
Sergeant Simon Martelli is a training coordinator for 5 Squadron. He'll show Peter around the base today.
Jump into these,
All right.
and then we'll meet you out on the aircraft.
Okay, sounds good.
Reconnaissance and surveillance aircraft came to prominence in the Royal New Zealand Air Force in 1941, when the famous 5 Squadron was formed. With the threat of a Japanese invasion in the South Pacific, flying boats were used to seek and destroy enemy submarines. When World War II ended, the role of 5 Squadron changed to surveillance and search and rescue.
During that time, the role of the air warfare specialist has become more complex, but the same skills required to find a periscope of a submarine sticking up out of the water are the same skills required to find a fishing buoy or a yacht in distress.
In 1966, the first P3 Orions arrived, heralding the end of the flying boats and a move to land-based aircraft. The P3 Orions look virtually the same today, but the surveillance equipment has had significant upgrades.
So this is it. This is the mighty P3K Orion of the Royal New Zealand Air Force, and this is New Zealand's only long-range maritime patrol aircraft.
What's that thing on the front?
That's a gyro-stabilised camera, so when we're flying around, it'll still keep nice and steady. And what it's got 3 different windows in there.
Yeah.
It's got 3 different cameras in there. One of them is like a TV camera, and it's a colour one, and it's got a continuous field of view, can zoom in, zoom out. There's another one which is a long-range black and white TV, and then there's another one which is an infrared camera as well. And that looks the same during the night time as it does during the day.
Whoa.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What we've also got up here is a radar. We keep our radar in here, it spins around, we look for contacts on the water. It might be fishing boats, merchant vessels, submarine masts, or there might be a little person stuck in their little dinghy that needs rescuing, and we'll use that to try and find them. All right, so this is the bomb bay in here. We can carry bombs and torpedoes, but what we've got set up in here now is 2 life rafts, so in the big canisters, and then there's some other survival aids in the smaller canisters. Righto, so right above us, this is the mad boom. In there is a sensor that follows the Earth's magnetic field as we fly around in it, and it measures little disturbances in the Earth's magnetic field. So these disturbances might be a ship in the water or a submarine or even a shipwreck. If we fly over it or near it or around it, this thing here will pick it up. Right, so these Orions are powered by an Allison T56 turboprop engine. It's got a gas turbine up the top that then comes down into a gearbox that then spins the propeller. Now the way that this works is that we have the propeller and the engine running at a constant speed. And then what we do is we change the pitch of the propeller. So if we want to go faster, increase the angle, give it a bigger bite. When we're on the ground, we can actually reverse the pitch of the propeller, and we can use it to slow it down or even make the aircraft go backwards on the tarmac if we really need to.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool on my beamer, eh?
Yeah, not bad, eh? Certainly get you along, all right? All right, so down here, Pete, this is what we call the tack rail. All these seats are connected in one big rail, so we can all slide up one end if we really wanted to. But this is where all the tactical or going-ons of the aircraft happen down here. This station here, this is the TACO station. They basically run the mission when we go flying. These 2 panels here, these are for our weapons that we can drop from the aircraft. So they will make the settings on the torpedo, or they can even drop bombs off the wings. Or even when we're carrying life rafts, we'll load those up into the bomb bay, and the TACO can drop them from here if he needs to. So this station here, this is the navigator station. This person is mostly responsible for the position of the aircraft and knowing where we are and plotting all our contacts and even organising our flight plans, getting us to and from a certain area. These two stations here are the air warfare sensor specialist stations. This one here is the electronic surveillance measures, or ESM person, and these two little funny black things over there with the little squiggly lines on them, they're just listening out for other radars that are out there. This is the radar station, and this is basically the eyes and ears of the aircraft. This is a really good tool for showing us land or picking up any contacts that are in the water, or we can even pick up clouds as well, and if we have to fly through some really bad weather, it's the radar operator who will tell the pilots which way to fly and which way to get out of trouble. This here is the radio operator station. So this is a person who keeps in contact with their headquarters in Wellington. So they've got some very long-range radios here that they'll use. They'll type up messages, almost like your MSN chat type thing, yeah, and they'll send them off that way.
So what's through here?
That's the flight deck, mate. We don't go there.
Airmen are expected to maintain a reasonable level of fitness. The benefits are manifold.
When you're flying around, there's all sorts of forces acting on you. There's G, there's the stress of being up early in the morning, there's bouncing around over top of waves and lots of turbulence. It's very, very hard on the body. Keeping fit and strong is a very important part of the job. We use sport as a bit of a release. Every Friday we have a squadron sport where we head out on the field and we all have a bit of a run around together. It's great for teamwork. On the aircraft, we're a giant team, all working for the same goal.
Oh, that's my phone. Corporal Campbell, can you call everyone in, please?
Here we come to.
Can we just, the jetty crew gather around? We've just had a call out for an immediate launch.
The crew have been called to a mission. There are suspected illegal fishing boats operating off the Bay of Plenty coastline.
All duty crew to report to 5 Ops for immediate launch.
This is Just the Job. Protecting the country's border is a full-time operation. The crew of the P3 Orion are on call 24/7. It's part of the excitement of being an airman. Once on board, the crew works swiftly to arc up the equipment in preparation for takeoff. All systems are checked, and then Peter Jackson, today's air warfare officer, updates the mission brief and checks the state of readiness.
Today, it's a reduced 4-hour patrol in the Greater Bay of Plenty area on behalf of the Ministry of Fisheries.
So before we go flying, we have what's called a plainside brief. And the purpose of that brief is to tie in all of the information that's been collected during our pre-flight from all the people on board.
Weather situation at the moment, as you can see, there's a large low sitting out to the east of New Zealand and a couple of fronts pushing their way up from the south. That's bringing some bad weather with it, so radar, keep an eye out for the cells today, and optics.
All right, expected optic ranges today are 10 miles detect on a longliner and 5 miles detect on a small fishing boat. Maria told me that I might have to give a brief. I was pretty nervous, so she wrote it down on a piece of paper what I had to say, and I read it out to myself.
Roger, thanks for that. Let's get to it.
The forecast is for a weather front to come through at some stage, which will bring the radar operator into play.
As a radar operator, you are involved in keeping the aircraft away from land and away from weather. So as a brand new 18-year-old radar operator, you might be telling a very senior pilot which way to fly the aircraft to keep away, or keep the aircraft safe, keep the crew safe.
Okay, so Pete, if you look at the screen in front of you, you see there's a line of weather here on the nose that looks quite rough. The pilots can't see that it's rough out the front, so we need to tell them.
Pilot radar, weather on the nose, 23 miles. Recommended turning left, 090 degrees to avoid weather.
Copies, roger, left 090, radar under your control for weather avoidance, engine power for 220 knots.
2 hours into the mission, and Pete spots a contact on the radar that could be a fishing vessel.
TACO radar, radar contact 3. Entered at bearing 033 at 8 miles.
The plane prepares to drop below 800 feet and the crew don their safety vests. The next step is to make visual contact with the vessel and confirm its call sign.
Pilots visual, radar 3. Radar 3, longliner, white hull, white superstructure. Chinese characters on the stern. Tracking 2503 knots. 30 seconds to their beam.
One antenna rotating, course I confirmed, Bravo Juliet 4967, line scan in the water, ready to complete. Port off confirmed, Zol, port off complete.
A beam now. Bravo Juliet 4967. Be in the working area, pilots complete.
After establishing a visual, optics operator Corporal Maria Captain puts the high-tech cam to use.
Call sign confirmed, line seen in the water, bird activity, optics complete.
With the call sign identified, Flight Lieutenant Jackson checks to see if the vessel has fishing rights.
I've checked the New Zealand license list and Bravo Juliet 4967 is not licensed.
Reporting back to HQ and a whole new language for our rookie airmen.
Hotel Quebec, this is Papa 3 Kilo. The one contact is to pass. The contact is Bravo Juliet.
He's doing an all right job. He sounds a bit nervous when he's going out, and he's also having difficulty with some of the technical jargon.
17246 East, over.
P3K, this is Hotel Quebec. Proceed with infringement action, over.
Wilco, out.
The Orion completes 3 passes over the fishing vessel to collect more information, then turns for home. Her mission complete.
After 8 years of being in the Royal New Zealand Air Force and 6.5 years of working on board the Orion, I'm always finding that there's always something new out there. There's always a new experience or something new to learn or something that you've never ever seen before, some different place that you might be going to. There's always that element of what's next, what's around the corner, you never know.
You think that it's just the pilot, but like today I noticed it's like more than that. It's a team effort. It's not just the pilot. You got all the people in the back working together. It's just a big teamwork situation. It's pretty cool.
To enter the Royal New Zealand Air Force, you must be at least 17 years old and a citizen of New Zealand. There are entrance tests, including fitness and a medical exam. You should have a keen interest in maths and physics. Skills are gained on the job. There's a basic military recruit course, followed by a warfare specialist course. Well done, Peter, on finding out all about the role of an air warfare specialist. Now, the Air Force has over 30 different career strands, including many ground support roles, as well as airborne roles. And after the break, we're going to check out one of those ground support roles as Ashley finds out what it takes to become an air security specialist. This is Just the Job. You're watching Just the Job, and in this first show of our brand new series, we're checking out 2 more exciting careers within the Royal New Zealand Air Force. And maybe, just maybe, one of them could be just the job for you. Next up, Ashley discovers what it takes to become an air security specialist.
Hi, my name is Ashley Todaki. I'm from Auckland. I attend Western Springs College, and today I'm here to check out what it's like to be an air security specialist.
Air security is divided into 4 areas: ground defence, base security, drill ceremonial, and investigations. Today, Ashley's meeting up with air security specialist Corporal Jerry Drummond, who joined the Air Force straight from school.
Cool, should we get started then?
Yes, where are we off to first?
Let's go to the range.
Ground defence is a key role of the air security specialist. This could involve guarding aircraft, escorting and protecting VIPs, and providing security for vehicle convoys. You'll be expected to be proficient with a rifle, and your shooting skills will be honed at the range.
Air protection on everywhere. Fires the 10-round magazine. Load, action, and stats. Fire!
But first, Ashley will need to learn the principles of marksmanship.
So what this is a P226 Sig Sauer simulation weapon that we use. Pretty much the same as a real weapon.
The RAM weapon is in effect a paintball gun. Similar characteristics to a real weapon, same weight and feel, but firing paintballs.
Load.
It's an ideal training tool. It does take a bit of getting used to.
And fire.
Oh, dang.
Okay, at the start I thought I might be in a bit of trouble here with Ashley's shooting skills. The first couple of targets, missed a few of them. Well, you hit it a couple of times, Ashley.
Thanks.
What we'll do now is we'll test your skills in a jungle lane. It's a bit of an obstacle course and we've got various targets placed throughout it, and the aim of it is for you to react to those targets as they appear and to take them out.
Target right. Target down. Oh. Target left. Target down. She actually performed really well under a bit of pressure. Showed her true colours, so yeah, she came out on top. Target right. Oh, that wasn't too bad. All targets down. This might be a career for you after all.
Thank you.
And our dogs are another kind of weapon that we have in our armoury for use for base security and if we're deployed overseas.
Okay. How do you train them?
Okay, so what we use is positive reinforcement training. So we get something that the dog likes, like a toy, and that's their drive. Good boy! Woohoo!
That was main cool. So what's next?
Are you ready to get suited up?
Yeah.
Okay, sometimes we need to protect ourselves from weapons, namely CBRN. Okay, that stands for chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear weapons. Okay, what we have here is a CBRN suit. It's made up of a few different parts: the respirator, the jacket, the trousers, and the overboots.
One key rule, you have 9 seconds to survive, meaning you have 9 seconds to fit the mask.
To give people an appreciation of what it's like to wear this, because they'll be wearing this suit, actually doing their job, we're going to play a bit of soccer.
Okay.
Let's go.
Although this looks a little goofy, the exercise is quite serious. In the event of chemical, biological or nuclear contamination, airmen may be required to wear the suits for long periods of time. Increased physical exercise heightens the effectiveness.
How are you feeling?
I'm tired.
Pretty hard working these days.
Hot.
Out of the suit, but not out of the heat.
Again, to my word of command. Squat!
Marching is the quickest and most efficient way of moving people from one place to another. As you gain experience, you may be involved with the general military training of recruits and officers.
Ashley, come forward. So you think you're ready to take them for some drill?
Yep. Left, turn. Quick, march. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Right, wheel. Slow, march. Quick, march.
She's displaying confidence out there. I think she enjoyed telling everyone what to do, actually.
Forward, halt. Stand at ease.
That was awesome. That's pretty good. Smell.
Evening falls and Jerry is rostered on night patrol with Ashley and Caesar, protecting the base's assets.
Yeah, Ashley, have a look at this. It's a night vision monocular.
Whoa, you're green.
We use that to amplify the ambient light at night so we can see in the dark.
Man, can I have it?
No, give it back.
So why do you use dogs?
Dogs have much greater sense of smell, hearing, and sight than humans, and we can utilise that on the airfield because it's such a large area.
Yeah, so why do you use German Shepherds?
We use German Shepherds because they... Oh, hold on a minute, Ashley. I think the dog's got something. I'll just get you to stand over by that vehicle over there. Air Force dog handler! Stop, stand still! Stop, stand still! Stop, stand still! Release the dog! Chase!
The dog is trained to bite the arm of the intruder in case he is holding a weapon. It is crucial that Jerry has total control over his dog.
Drop your weapon, stand still. Caesar, leave! Come! Ants! Come! Heel! Heel! Come. Heel. You there, spread your legs, raise your arms, head nice to the right. Turn around. Get on the ground. Face down, hands out.
With the intruder immobilised, Jerry calls for backup.
Watchdog 01, this is Watchdog 03. Have apprehended one intruder outside base operations. Over. Stay.
The many hours spent training both dog and handler has paid off and the base is secure.
I think Ashley went really well overall. She's got a lot of confidence, which is a must. She liked the team environment, and she's got a lot of enthusiasm, which was awesome. And she enjoys the challenge, so yeah, it was great.
This is a job that I'll definitely want to do in my further career.
To enter the Royal New Zealand Air Force, you must be at least 17 years old and be a New Zealand citizen. There are entrance tests, including fitness and a medical exam. You need at least 3 years secondary school education, gaining a minimum of 12 NCEA Level 1 credits in English and Maths. skills are gained on the job. There's a basic military recruit course followed by a specialist trade course. Well, as you can see, there is an awesome range of career opportunities within the Royal New Zealand Air Force, and Peter and Ashley have given you a fascinating insight into two of them. So thank you to them, and a huge thank you to 5 Squadron and Air Security for making these stories happen. Today, there are so many exciting career opportunities out there. Making a choice can be a little overwhelming, but by watching Just the Job, you just might see something that'll help you to decide. To help you even more, Sarah from Career Services is up next, and she's got some excellent advice on finding the right job for you.
Sometimes it's really difficult to help a young person make good decisions about work or training. Things change so much and there are so many options these days, it's hard to know which direction to point them in. If you're in this position, check out the new Parents and Whānau section on careers.govt.nz. There's information on everything from NCEA and subject selection to future work trends and tips from other parents. It's a great source of practical information to help your child succeed.
Well, that's it from us. We'll be back again next week with 3 more exciting careers, plus more career tips to help you find that perfect job. If you want more info about the careers featured this week, or just more info about how to make that right career choice, then jump on our program website, tvnz.co.nz/justthejob. Good luck, and I'll see you right here next week.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.